What's up everybody, my name is Ragged Rob, and we're back on the unknown account today. So you can see I have been building out summons, I haven't summoned anything, and if we go in and actually look at my heroes, you can really tell I haven't summoned anything. So we're still rocking like the original Angel of Death, who I just got to level 40, and I wanted to actually just show on screen actually sanctifying her, showing what we're doing there, and then also just showing kind of my my current comps for like dungeons and things like that. Let's go in and actually sanctify her. There we go. So this is gonna be the makings of like our first legitimate farmer on this account. Attacks heal 2 times, enemies with shields. No, we want this one, Fearless. So we're gonna go with Fearless, and we're gonna see if she's able to beat Blackpool's one yet. If not, she still has a rune that we can plus 15. So I just want to see if she can beat it by herself real fast. Hold on, was that hard? Oh, I'm a dummy. Okay, let's try it actually on Hell this time. I feel like in order to make it consistent, we need to max out our last rune. Yeah, so the main thing to check is if she's able to one-shot the monks. She can one-shot the monks. Okay, no, she can't. So we are gonna have to go in and max out her last rune, because as long as she's able to one-shot the monks, she's gonna do just as well as like any other Angel of Death would on these levels. Okay, cool. Well, that's the first time actually beating Blackpool stage 1 on Hell. Now we have a place that we can reliably farm at least, but we need to go in, grab this rune, and I'm just using like the basic rune set that they give you. So I'm not using anything crazy yet. I haven't farmed Colossus. I haven't even beaten Colossus any further than I think like stage 4, stage 5. I don't even know, but I haven't ran it at all. And if we do run out of Calibria here before we can plus 15 this rune, I'm just gonna go and get a couple more gems and buy some Calibria. Oh, you've already blown through like 400,000 Calibria, or 300,000. Well, we got 1. We only need like 5 gems. But let's just go through, see if we can beat all of these with just... Wait, do I have just the Angel of Death with this? I didn't pay attention at all. But we'll see. Yeah, no, I didn't just bring the Angel of Death. But so you can see I'm using a lot of the elementals, which is probably going to be a pretty common thing. The elementals are pretty good. They all scale off each other and they all do extra things the more you have in one team. So I think they're especially going to be good like once we get to our first layer team. I think I'm also probably going to be comboing a lot of Phantom Wolf with the Yeti, because the Yeti has an interesting passive that actually decreases the speed of the team. It's incredibly interesting because the Phantom Wolf, if you're using him correctly, using him as like a leader, his leader skill is almost as good as Mikhail's, or his speed boost to your team is almost as good as Mikhail's, which is like the highest in the entire game. So just for speed boosting, the Phantom Wolf is like the second best in the whole game. And then the Yeti also decreases the enemy speed while he's alive by like, I think scalable of up to 15%, or I don't know how his works, if it's an additional 5% or 5% of the actual effect that's there. She's probably going to end up having to get some of my better runes down the line, because she's probably going to be one of the few 4 stars that I'm able to get on this account. Ooh, okay, so she wasn't able to one-shot the cheetah. Ooh, they do a lot of bleeds too. Like having that many cheese. Oh no, you shouldn't have done that. Okay, so she can solo all the way up to the wild cheetah girl. So let's just go ahead and throw these 3 in together. Let's just click play. Okay, so cheetah girls weren't a problem. Let's see if Shadow Wolf. Let's see if the Shadow Wolf is a problem. Okay. There we go. That was pretty easy. Cool, so at least we have a reliable place we can farm for gems each day. That got us about 20 gems. Let's go ahead, and I wouldn't suggest that everyone do this. It's really not good to do this, but I'm doing this because I'm dumb. This might take a second, so I'll see you once it's done. Okay, our rune is plus 15, so now we're gonna take her out. We're gonna take her back to Blackpool Hills. We're on Hell 1. Let's solo. Okay, yeah, so she is just as good as my Angel of Death on my main account. All right, cool. So we can start farming there. So that's gonna speed this up a lot. Yeah, I have been farming on hard, and it's like you get like 60% of the experience farming hard. It's not quite half, but it's just a little bit over. It's a little bit annoying. So let's come in here and look at what runes do we need to get. Okay, so I've started getting 5-star runes for my Holy Cleric, but a couple of the runes are still 3-star. I haven't actually gone through and grinded for all those. I think, yeah, most of them on the rest of these should be 5-starred runes. Yeah, we're missing a 4 slot for my Forest Elemental, right? Wood Elemental. Fire is all 5-starred, and Dark is all 5-starred except for 1. Yeah, Kalinite prices are garbage, so like getting Kalinite, especially on this account, is gonna be terrible. We have started building a Windwalker, at least, you know, I threw 2 runes on a Windwalker. I haven't, yeah, I need a farm to get her like actually evolved and then start using her. I don't have any skill ups in her either. Actually, let's see. I have 2 Windwalkers at least. Yeah, there we go. So, I want to evolve her first because I want to see if I can get some of the skill ups to go into Wind's Blessing. And then won't do that first until I evolve her. We can also go look and see how high we can climb on Vapor. I have no idea how high we can climb on Vapor. It's probably not going to be that high. I think last time I did it, I got to like stage 20. Let's just go. We're going to go bring all of our elementals. Perfect. None of them have leader skills, so it's essentially like all of the elementals you bring, and then you need a leader skill because they're not going to provide anything. Going through this is going to be pretty easy. Yeah, you see, I'm really interested about using that Yeti. I think we might build him and then test him in, I don't know, maybe a week or 2. Because I want to build my Windwalker first. My Windwalker is going to be so much more useful than like any other hero that I have on here. So this is another thing. I'm not using any of the void summons at all. So at the end of the 6 months, we're going to have a ton of void summons. So hopefully, you know, we could pull like a Celine or something. Something I can't even pull on my main account. Also, I think the day this video is coming out, I'm going to be having Spaceballs doing my summons. We were talking about potentially getting it set up so that I'm on the stream with him, like my face cam. I don't know how to do that. I've never done anything like that before. So if we can get that set up, catch me on Spaceballs stream. Let's just get this energy, even though I don't really need, I just went through all of my gems. As I was just talking about not going to be needing gems. And I just spent that to get energy, even though I'm about to get 50 energy from this. Curious if I can even beat like any of the stages of Vapor hard. I do know that you're not able to use 2 of the same hero in hard. I'm not sure if that's the only difference. No, there's no way. Because I don't use 2 of the same unit like ever in any of my Vapor teams. And I know that I can't beat stage 90 hard yet. I'm currently building the Centaur on my main though, so that's gonna be the thing that's probably getting me to beat it. I like that. The Dark Elemental started moving forward and he was still in a block of ice. I'm gonna have to see if I can get the Elven Archer and build her. Because like doing any kind of PvP content with this account too is just gonna be like impossible. There are also just legitimately teams that I'm not gonna be able to come close to at all. Even if I have amazing runes, just because stat wise, like 3 stars and below are just so much worse than 4 and 5 stars. And I actually wonder if I'm going to be able to beat stage 20. Well, someone's dead. Oh, they have the passive for the counter on the slimes. I was looking at that because I also have to kind of strategize of like, I can build 1 stars and 2 stars. 3 stars are going to be rare. 4 stars are going to be like almost impossible for me to get. Like 4 stars are essentially the 5 stars of a normal account. So the majority of what I'm going to be building and using needs to be 1 stars and 2 stars, just because they're so much easier to come by. But if you look at the kits of a lot of 1s and 2 stars, they don't really have a lot. Like, I don't even think any 1 star has a 3rd skill, and I don't know if any of them even have a leader skill. So that means that leader skills have to come from 3 and 4 stars, which are incredibly rare. And a lot of like my nukers and stuff have to come from 1 stars. Having said that though, some of the 1 stars have some pretty cool passives. You know, the mushroom has a cool passive. The skeleton has, on his first skill, he has an automatic defense break. So I think once I get to the point where I'm building a layer team, my whole back row is just going to be like 1 stars with cool passives that just kind of help each other. How far are we going to be able to get? Ooh. Shadow Body. What is Shadow Body? Damage taken in HP and regen by 50%. Each time an ally is killed, increase attack by 40%. Oh. Oh, so that's why attack was scaling there. Huh. I like that. So if you can combo that with some kind of a passive, that would be pretty cool. Oh, I just realized I'm also going to be able to get Athena on this account. I didn't cut off guild summons or like chips for stuff that they give you. So it's essentially unknowns and stuff that I can pull from other places. I can't do any kind of summons or anything, but I can get Athena, and Athena is a great hero. Ooh, she hits hard. So one of the good things about this is the water elemental actually makes for a pretty decent, like just straight HP tank. So I'm glad that he's absorbing a lot of the damage, because I really need my Angel of Death and my fire elemental to be dishing out all the damage. Wow, I did not expect to get to stage 25 on this, because I'm using 4 stars and then 1 6-star. This just shows you the power of these little elementals. Does he already have damage? I didn't think he got hit. Oh, his stupid self-destruct. Yeah, so one of the passives that you can get with the Dark Elemental is he has a stupid passive that whenever he dies, he dishes out a ton of damage to... Oh, are you kidding me? Anyway, he dishes out a ton of damage to whoever he kills. There is no freaking way. And I have like no healing, so we failed there. I think if I just swap, because I'm pretty sure you have a heal. 25, yeah. Maybe we should bring the Holy Cleric instead of the Water Elemental. The Holy Cleric though, half of her runes aren't even right. Oh, I'm dumb. Apparently I have an HP rune here. Okay, finally. That took like 2 minutes to actually finish. Okay, so we still have 2 3-starred runes on her. Let's see if we're taking the blue one off. So let's actually take these runes off. We're gonna throw these on the Holy Cleric, just because we are swapping out the blue elemental for her. Okay, so let's check her out. So her speed is at 165. HP's at about 18,000, which isn't terrible. The blue one though, with all 3 like good runes though, was at like 25,000 HP already for a 4-star, which is, that's pretty solid. And none of the runes were plus 15 either, so there was a lot of more headroom that you could throw in. I think this should work. This is probably the last stage of Vapor I'm going to do with this team, or in this video. So if we go ahead and attack buff everybody, here's target's attack. Let's decrease you. Let's attack you, because dang it, I was hoping that would work. Ooh, don't kill everybody. Okay, I'm not digging the self-destruct. Oh no. Okay, Oh my god, I thought my Angel of Death was gonna be dead. No, not my... Man. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. We need some better form of healing. That should be okay. I still don't think this is gonna work though. Oh, dang. Okay, so we're gonna have to farm for more runes before we actually end up beating that. Oh, we do have 3 summons. Let's do 3 summons and see what we get. I would love it if I got just a random ass 4-star right here. Okay, 3 1-stars. So let's go check out just kind of what I have. So we have all of the elementals we're building right now. This one though, this passive that reduces all enemies' base defense by 5% while alive, stacks up to 2 times, which can stack 4 times in total. I don't know if multiple heroes of this stack together. Then we also have the Yeti's passive, which can reduce all enemies' speed by 10%, except bosses. So he's not going to be used in dungeons, but he could potentially be used in our PvP team. And then something else that we have the Skeleton's passive, increasing attack when an ally is killed. So it says when an ally is killed, not when, like, you know, someone is completely taken out, or like when the number of your team is reduced. So if you kill somebody and then revive them, this will stack multiple times. So if we combo this with somebody like Athena, who will bring people back, these skeletons could potentially hit incredibly hard, especially since you can scale this 4 times. So you can stack this 2 times here and then an additional 2 times here. So if you're able to get someone to, like, you know, die and then come back, you can potentially increase his attack by an extra 200%. So he could potentially hit for a lot. So just kind of looking at the things at our disposal, we do have the ability to kind of put together things like layer teams, dungeon teams, spire teams, vapor. We do have the ability. It's just going to be a lot harder, because I have noticed, especially with this team, that, you know, making 6 stars a lot harder. Making, or just ascending heroes is much harder. Farming anything is much harder, because at this point on my main account, I already had like 1 or 2 nat 5s, like 6 or 7 nat 4s, and I was already able to make some pretty decent dungeon teams. But the fact that this is like 4 or 5 days in, I think that this is a pretty good start. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to wreck that like button as well as the subscribe button down below. If there are any heroes that I'm kind of looking over that you would suggest that I look at, let me know down in the comments. If there's any suggestions you have for, you know, guild shop or potential heroes in the future, any ways that you want me to try to go about doing really anything in this, do me a favor and let me know down in the comments. This is definitely a new experience. I've never done such a free-to-play account like this, because this is beyond the limits of free-to-play. Like, even free-to-play, I would have so many more 3 stars. I'm over 60 summons behind, and it's only been 4 days, so I can't even imagine the number, how it's going to be at 6 months. But stay tuned at the start of 2021 for the most epic summoning session ever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Later.